Welcome to this video. So I'm going to show every single glitch tower slash upgrade slash interaction between towers and upgrades. There are a lot of them, so this is a very long video. But yeah, some of them are a bit controversial because it's sometimes difficult to tell whether an upgrade is actually broken or it was just intended that way. But yeah, let's get into it. The first tower I'm gonna cover is the ace, and started with the pineapple. So the pineapple is an explosion, and this is gonna be a trend in this video. Almost every single area of effect, projectile or attack in this game does not get affected by PS increases. Well, you can say that it's intended because it's not PS, but I think it should just work. Like, pop boost does not affect the pineapple, it still has the same amount of balloons that can pop. Same with village ability or the X1 village. And also doesn't get affected by cripple. So yeah, that's the first one. And we quickly go to the second one, which is Spectre. Spectre of course also has a bomb. Same story for the Spectre bomb. It does not get affected by PS modifications, and that's how I'm gonna name this common glitch or glitch interaction from now on. I'm gonna prove this glitch once. I could prove it on the Spectre, but you have to isolate the projectile so you can really tell the difference. And same for the pineapple. And it's just really difficult to do with most towers. But I'm gonna eventually prove it on the mortar. But for now, let's go to the last one on the ace. It's the ground zero glitch. Very cool. Everyone knows about it, but what it basically is the ground zero cannot damage a balloon if it gets popped in the same frame as when the ability is being used. The easiest way to recreate it is round 40. No, didn't get it this time. Let's try it again. Shouldn't have sorted. And didn't get it this time either. Get it? Nope. I keep not getting it. I'm kind of lucky that I don't get it in the real game, but yeah, I need to get some ground zero glitches going. Nope, didn't work. Like, it isn't that common. But this, see that those pink balloons? That was the ground zero glitch. Those didn't get affected because they already got popped in the same frame. See if we get another one. No. But see, it's not that common of a glitch. So most of the time when the ground zero glitch happens, it isn't. People say the ground zero glitch happened, it's not a real ground zero glitch. They just have skill issue. I made an entire video on this, so watch that if you're interested in the ground zero glitch. Yeah, the next tower is Chipper. Sucky tower. Well, interesting thing with Chipper is that it does not get affected by, let's find it, yeah, here, damage boost. There's some pink balloons and it should pop them into greens. Nope, pops them into yellows. Good job. You also have the third here, which supposedly does 2 layers of damage. So with damage boost, it should do 3 layers of damage. Let's check that again. And nope, goes to greens instead of blues. It just doesn't work. Damage boost just doesn't work with this. But the funny thing is, Camera Shred does work on it. Now, see, blues. So it's only damage boost that's the problem. But yeah, there's another thing with Chipper that might work as intended. Everyone can have their own opinion on it, but Chip is a weird tower. Like, it's 2 actions. It sucks in balloons and then pops them. But its attack speed and amount of balloons it can hoard at the same time are separate. And pop boost and PS boost does not increase the amount of balloons it can hoard. So you can, if you up the attack speed a lot, but with like a village ability and a tower boost, then you can hit the pierce cap like you can call it the pierce cap. Is the amount you just hit the maximum amount of balloons you can horse, and there's no way to increase that. And I think that pop boost should increase that, and village ability, and extra village, and cripple should reduce it, but that doesn't happen. But it also doesn't work with the heavy duty suction. It should suck in exactly 4 ceramics, like it does here, 1, 2, 3, 4. But doing pop boost, that number does not get increased. Where is pop boost? Okay, let's clear the balloons. Send 1, 2 Moabs, 2. And pop boost does not get affected. For ceramics, I think it should work. But the problem of making this interaction work is that then technically it should also work with supervised funnel and Moabs, and I think it should just only suck in 1 Moab. Even doing pop boost and pierce boost, it should not sure if I had to call this a glitch or not, because well, of course, shouldn't work on the Moab. The next tower is bomb, and to be more specific, the Moab Mauler. It's an upgrade that does bonus damage to Moab class balloons. But once you put it on under an X3 village, it suddenly also does bonus damage to ceramics. It one-shots a ceramic layer. Is this intended? Maybe. Probably not. You can make this interaction. That was not meant to click that. You can make this interaction even funnier by adding in damage boosts, because now it does many layers of damage right now. Oh, it doesn't, because it does damage. It does 10 damage to every balloon, but it doesn't do multi-layer damage. So it one-shots ceramic because it hits all the, because it has hit points like a Moab, but it does do multi-layer. Damage boost enables multi-layer damage. Let me find it. And now it does multi-layer damage, so it one-shots pink balloons. Doesn't just one-shot pink balloons, it also one-shots white balloons and black balloons. Not gonna show it. But yeah, there's also another glitch with bomb and damage boost on the village. That's not specific to Moab Mauler. This is for every bomb. Like normally, let's send some LEDs. So normally a bomb can't pop black balloons, but since the bomb is under a village, it can. Nothing special, works as intended. So doing damage boost, the bomb should do 2 layers of damage. It does. Everything works as intended, right? Yeah. Just quickly place it back so it doesn't have the damage boost. Now let's send LED balloons against it. Still 1 layer of damage when it goes from LEDs to blacks instead of LEDs to pinks. Why? Well, the village makes the bomb pop black balloons, but apparently only on the first layer. If you make it to 2 layers of damage, it checks again for the second layer. Can this tower pop black balloons? And then it doesn't take the village into account, and that's why it doesn't work. And the last glitch is of course the repeating theme of this video, not damage boost. None of the bomb upgrades or attacks, however you want to call it, get affected by pierce modifications like the village ability. This does absolutely nothing to increase its pierce, the bomb's pierce. But yeah, let's go to the next tower, which is the boomerang. The only thing with the boomerang is once it hits a camo balloon, it just stops working. See, you can tell where the camo is because it just stops working. See that? Let's do it again. So, let's send a lot of camos. and then pings. See? It barely works because every time the projectile hits a camo balloon, it just stops existing. So that's why there is this strategy in Speed with Fire where people go Cobra, because Boomerang is a popular tower in Play with Fire, so when they get a ricochet, it won't hit balloons when there is a camo underneath, and Adjustment Cobra can act the camo AI. So even one camo will completely screw over this tower. Is this intended? I can't see this being intended, but people don't seem to mind this that much, but I still see it as a glitch. We stay with the ricochet now, and now we put it under a village. Let's see how it does against lead balloons, because it's in a village now, it should pop lead balloons. Yeah, it does, but only one. See, the main projectile can hit lead, but the ricocheting projectile is a different projectile, and that one does not get affected by the village, so it cannot pop lead balloons under a village. Well, yeah, one at a time, but who cares about that? Definitely a glitch interaction here. A glitch non-working interaction. And let's see, there is one more. Yeah, I guess it is intended, but it still triggers me. The glaives spinning around the boomerang do not get affected by any attack speed modification. You can spam boost all you want, they won't get stronger in any way. And I think that's kind of stupid, that should just get affected. There's no reason for it not to be affected, just make them spin fast, it's not difficult. Why is this the case? Because it's not just tower boost, it's also several powers. Let me just find some slows in here. Yeah, see? Doesn't get affected. It shoots, it really shoots. Not a glitch, but it still shoots. Next tower on the list is Dartling. Most of the Dartling is working properly until you come to the Hydro rockets. And here we have it again. The rockets do not get affected by any Pierce modifications. Well, in the past they did, of course, but the Monkey Fort used to be able to double the attack, which was broken, and instead of Ninja Kiwi fixing the interaction, they just removed it, so now none of the explosions get having that interaction. It just does not get affected by this, or by Cripple, or by Pop Boost. Same for in our system, it just doesn't work. So, fun fact about the Dartling, 3rd tier Dartling versus the 4th tier Dartling. Are those rockets identical? From the 3rd tier and from the 4th tier? Well, they're not. But which ones do you think are stronger? Looking at the individual rockets. Surprisingly, the rockets from the 3rd tier are stronger than the ones from the 4th tier. They have a slightly bigger explosion, and they have can pop more balloons in the explosion. So more pairs. This is weird. Not sure if the code is a glitch, but it might be an oversight from the devs when they made the game. So that's why I still want to mention it in the video. Next tower is the most beloved tower in the game, the Dart Monkey. But the Dart Monkey has this upgrade called the Juggernauts. And yeah, it doubles the pops. See pops on bottom left? It's doubles. Round 1 has 20 balloons. At the end of this round, it will have 40 pops in its pop count. There we go. Good job, Ninja Kiwi. Learn how to count. But the Juggernaut also does bonus damage to ceramics. Well, with the village, it does bonus damage to Moabs as well. Same thing with the Moab Marler, but reversed. Then for Moab Marler, it went from Moab damage to ceramic damage. Here's the other way around, from ceramic damage to Moab damage. Very interesting interaction. And the same thing applies as with the bomb. when you use damage boost. Where it's damage boost? There it is. We go with the pink balloons and gone. One-shotting pinks, very balanced. Strangely enough, it doesn't really work well on these balloons. Let me just reset that. See, it doesn't properly work, but it does work on the pinks. I don't know why, but I assume it has something to do with white balloon immunity. But that's just, I can explain that. That's the speculations. Go to the next tower. So the next tower is the glue gunner. The glue gunner is known for slowing down balloons. In the past it couldn't slow down and MOABs, now it can. And recently they tried to increase its pairs, and then they screwed it up, and it suddenly did 2 splatters. And they fixed it. But did they fix the entire thing? No, they did not fix the entire thing. I'm gonna send a lot of red balloons, and let's say right now, glue splatters should hit 7 balloons at a time, so the damage should go up by 7. 33, 40, 47, 54, 61, 68, 75. Yeah, that works. The lower tier glue works as intended, because the splattered pairs went from 6 to 7. Now let's do the same on the third tier. Let's reset the pop stats so it's easier to view. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this should also be 7. 6, 6, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Oh, it missed one there. Let's see, the 1 extra pairs did not get applied on the third tiers. Why? Must be an oversight. That's no way this intended. Same thing with Bloom Liquefier. It also didn't get the extra pairs, and neither the right side. The third tiers are being forgotten. And it also works on non-splatter. See how... See, it goes through. Oh, those are 2 pinks apparently. Yeah, those are 2 pinks. Try to send 1. Yeah, see, it went through. That's 1 pink. Yeah, can see damage go up. Now we get the balloon dissolver. So 1 pink again. See, it did not go through, and it was 1 pink. So it's both the non-splatter and the splatter did not get the extra pairs. And we go back to the repeating theme of this video. The glue also does not get affected by pairs modifications. We can prove that pretty easily by adding in a village monkey fort. So now it should do 7 a shot. This both for the low tiers and the third tiers and above. It needed because it affected. It goes up by 6 and by 7, 50, 56, no, missed there, 58, 64, 70. Yeah, it just doesn't want to work. The next star on our list is the heli, and the heli is very boring for the most part. Because both the third tiers, the razor rotors and the downdraft are again immune to pierce modification like from the village, pop boost, village ability and cripple. We go to the patchy dart ship, which has some nice rockets. See the rockets? They are also unaffected by the pierce modifications. So heli is a boring tower. No interesting glitches. Or is there? There's this really obscure thing with the downdraft. It's completely useless. It's like it has 0 uses whatsoever, but it's a glitch. So see if I remember how it works. You do this and then you sacrifice it, the thing that you're about to move, and then it's glitched. See the targeting? Doesn't do anything anymore. Send some pinks. So it still attacks and stuff, but it's just, you can't move it anymore. It's impossible to move. It's just stuck. Let me just hit it a bit with another heli. Just push it around. But that's not all. It also has, let's place a lightning wizard. Let's reset the cooldown. And let's move the lightning wizards to here. Where is the lightning wizard? First of all, it doesn't want to get pushed anymore. Second of all, where the fuck is it? It's gone. Who is it? Let me just send some pings. There's some pings. Oh, see? One random lightning attack. I have absolutely no clue what is going on, but even though the tower clearly isn't there, it still randomly attacks every, I don't know, 10 seconds. Now let's pick up a second tower. And let's get this one to here. As you can see, the wizard is still gone, but you can't place a tower where the wizard was supposed to be. See, you can't place it, it's still stuck there. Does the wizard that no one can see attack? No, it dies completely. It's still not fixed. What happens if we sell the heli? The NC is back, because that's the last one picked up, but the ones you picked up before is still gone. No way to select it, no way for it to get attacked. All it does is take up space on the map. How useful. But yeah, I just had to mention it. Let's go to the next tower. Okay, we're now on a different map, because I was going to show what the towers. But firstly the wizard. And it's kind of boring. First thing, fireball does not get affected by Pierce modification, and second, lightning does not get affected by any type of Pierce modifications. Next, but it's a bit disappointing, but it's also kind of boring. Cannon ship. The bomb of the cannon ship does not get affected by any type of Pierce modification. Next, the next tower is bit more interesting. So we have the cleansing foam. Does the cleansing foam do damage? Well, not to regular balloons. It just gets instantly eaten up. Let's test some camos. How quickly do camos get eaten up? Really fast. It barely camos. It looks like it has almost no pierce. But when we add a village to it, village allows any attack to attack any type of balloon. And now suddenly the cleansing foam becomes a pretty powerful spike factory. It's like it actually pops stuff. Like every pile of foam pops 30 balloons. Can't even be mad. That's pretty impressive amount for how cheap the upgrade is. But is this intended? Like technically the village should allow the foam to affect any type of balloon. It should make it damage balloons, but then again, it doesn't really feel intended. Like maybe if it was the other way around, I would still have included in my video from why is this not working. But I had to mention it because it's just that absurd. Foam actually popping balloons. But yeah, there's more things wrong with the engineer. So we all know that sometimes the balloon trap goes off track. It's very difficult to recreate, but sometimes, I don't have footage of it right now, but you all know it. Sometimes the balloon trap goes somewhere completely retarded and it collects nothing. Fortunately it works now. I think, it's my theory, that it has something to do with mob class balloons, but because they have a bigger hitbox. But most of the time this works fine. I can't really show this because I can't trigger the glitch. Okay, next is still the engineer. We're gonna get this thing. And let's put this... You know what? Let's get a village down with it. we don't need the village. This is sent round 31. So it's gonna non-stop attack. Note its attack speed. Now we overclock itself. Same attack speed. Attack speed did not go up. Let's place a second overclock next to it. See? Same attack speed. One is overclocked, the other one isn't. How? So yeah, apparently overclock cannot overclock itself. Ironic. There is one more glitch with the overclock. I've not found this one myself. But let's just see if it actually works. Okay, I just had a failed attempt, but I now remember how this works. So, we overclock the heli. This is 0-0 heli. Then we move the 0-0 heli. Okay, let's go here. You just go here, you also go here. Overclock is pretty long. And then we place a tower. Let's place a dot monkey here. And let's send some balloons. See how it attacks fast? If you move a tower, the overflow effect stays on where the tower originally was. So now that monkey is affected by the overclock. In theory, I didn't fit it properly now. You can have up to 3 towers overclocked with one ability if you just move the original tower out of place. So it's going to be most effective when you move a big tower like the heli, and less effective when you have a small tower, and you have to be pretty precise with the placements. But so yeah, that's the glitch, because overclock this. Let's place this here. Oh god, move it already. Let's get the spike factory location. See how fast it attacks? But yeah, so NT is a pretty weird tower. Let's go up to the next one. I recorded this after the rest of the video because I forgot something. The balloon trap does not get affected by PS modifications, but should it get affected? Like, this is different from the explosions. It's not an explosion. And it doesn't really have PS, but I still think that the balloon trap doing, let's say, village ability or doing pop boost should take more balloons to fill up. I think it should just get twice the amount of balloons, but it doesn't. You can prove it. Pop boost, some pop boost, and some rainbows. 225 to 30, 90, 1 to 76. See this? If they would collect more balloons, it would give more money. So this is proof that it doesn't get affected by PS modification, and I think it should. So the next one is the submarine. Let's start with the ballistic missile. Oh, ballistic is a funny upgrade. Let's see how much damage the ballistic does. Oh, 1 layer. Impressive. Yeah. Ballistic does bonus damage to both Moabs and to ceramics. And when you activate the damage boost, it turns that into multi-layer damage applying to every single balloon. It works different from the Moab Mauler and Juggernauts. And that's why you only need damage boost and don't need to finish with this one. But yeah, 5 layers of damage in this one, because the bonus damage on Moabs and ceramics doesn't stack. It does, but yeah, Next thing about the ballistic is it's an explosion. Does not get affected by any type of PS modification. Next is the reactor. So, is it intended or not that the reactor does not ever get affected by by attack speed modification? Like, you can do whatever you want, it still doesn't attack faster. Like the decamo thing from the 30 it goes faster, but the reactor still doesn't. Like not sure at the code is a glitch or intended, but because it's so well known that it doesn't get affected, but it's still really weird. Rainbow with several powers. The AI out again. You can slow it down all you want. It still does the same damage. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should this get changed, or is the reactor fine like this? Let me know in the comments. So the next tower is the tower of the glitch tower itself. The tower with all the interactions. It's the village. But let's first look at its range. Actually, let's start with the base width. 1-0. This is how village is supposed to work. Good. Whenever a tower is in its range, it should get affected by its benefits. So now let's see, does the entirety of the tower need to be in range? No, only the center of the tower needs to be in range. Like the start monkey here. The center of the dart monkey is barely in range, and that's what counts. Okay, now let's upgrade to a 4th tier. Let's see how far away we can place it. Here, because that's where the range increased. See how far the dart monkey needs to be in range of this 4th tier village to get affected by the village. So basically, the range that the 4th tier energy village on the left side, the energy beacon shows, is bigger than it actually has. It's a scam. You place it like this. See, it's not in range. Even though it looks in range, it's not. This upgrade is an absolute scam. But then you have the other side of the village, the right side. The same thing. Get the 0-0 dart monkey going again. And in range. This thing is so far out of range and it still gets affected. Good job, Ninja Kiwi, for giving us that extra range. We really needed that. With ICW MVPs carrying my village eco. Fuck the left side, the right side, all the way. No, but for real, what this is just Ninja Kiwi messing up the left and the right sides with the range. No words. The last weird village thing is energy beacon. Energy beacon has extremely high attack speed. Let's see how fast it pops a mower in this position. See where it gets popped into nothing. Popped into nothing right here. Okay. Now let's do the same, but slow it twice. But it's the exact same spot. Energy beacon does not get affected by any type of slowdowns. Why? Because the attack speed is so insanely high that it's way fast. That cooldown is way lower than the cap, because it can only attack once a frame, and it's supposed to attack so much faster than once a frame that it's impossible to bring it down to a level where it actually affects the energy beacon, unless you absolutely spam the heck out of it, which is not gonna happen in a real game. This is absolutely impossible. Just keep spamming it. See, the mobile blade didn't pop. There's not a that good of a representation of how it's supposed to work. Let's do it again. See, now you can clearly see it get popped later. That's how much you need to spam it to actually reduce its attack rate. Technically not a glitch, but it's still worth mentioning in the video because this isn't normal behavior of a tower. Ninja Kiwi should just make it attack the correct attack speed for attacking once a frame, so slowdowns actually affect this upgrade in a realistic game. I don't have that many towers left. Let's see, which one should I pick next? Going for the mortar, because mortar only has one glitch, and it's not getting affected by any type of PS modifications. But here is where we can actually prove that it's a thing. We're gonna do that with the help of an ice tower. And let's add in a bomb as well. Close. And let's give it a village. And let's give another ice tower here. Interesting setup. So you make a big vehicle farm so it always hits PS cap, but it needs to be in range of village so it can actually pop. Let's not have the range of village. Let's just do it without this. $40 pops. 40 pops. 40 pops. No, it's not 40. 40 pops. See, it doesn't go above 40. That's the limit. Sometimes this gets kind of scammed. Let's do the same thing again, but we're gonna add a village. See, it's clearly in range because it is cheaper. Same thing, now it should do 41. Heck, we're gonna even, I'm even so confident that this stuff doesn't work, I'm gonna even add pop boost to it. 3, 2, 1, pop boost. $40. 20. Not the best example, it didn't properly work because it more than just any balloon in range gets attacked random, so it can accidentally pick a zebra and then the attack just gets eaten up. Let's upgrade the village so that doesn't happen again. Same thing. But you did notice that it didn't go above 40 in any situation. Not a single attack had more than 40 pops. But now now it should do 82. 40, 40, 40, 40. It should do 82 because it has the monkey fort and then has the pop boost, so to do 82. It doesn't work, none of the explosions work. I've proved myself, I'm not crazy. Explosions just don't get affected. So we don't have many towers left, and now we go to the super monkey. So the tempo. The tempo should do loads of layers of damage. Let's actually, how I'm gonna show this. The tempo is supposed to do 4 layers of damage. Let's send some balloons out. That's 4 layers of damage. That means it should pop a pink into a red. But you can clearly see there are also yellows and greens around. Insert game files to prove that actually there's 4 layers of damage. But yeah, funny thing, doing damage boosts, it actually works as intended and the layers of damage actually work. So now it's one-shot pinks, because it was 4 plus 1 is 5, so one-shotting pinks. Let's try it with white. Yeah, damage boost just for off in time. There we go, damage boost. See, goes to bats. So with damage boost the tempo actually works. And no, this is not bonus damage to Moab class or ceramics. It actually supposed to 4 layers of damage, but it doesn't work on regular balloons for some reason. Next one is the tech tower. Let's send 131. Let's put this stuff on last. And let's not equal enough. Let's spam some of this. See, it attacks slower now. You can clearly tell it attacks slower when you use the slowdowns. Makes sense, right? See how slow it's attacking? But same thing for this. And then you upgrade to a plasma. And then it just gets all of its attack back. Let's try the same thing again. Let's get it down. Plus, if you get a 2-4 tech table, it does not get affected by slowdowns, but the 0-4 and the 1-4 do get affected by slowdowns. Why does the plasma not get affected? Ninja Kiwi spaghetti coats. My favorite meal. I love it. That's why I'm so fat. Just eat all the spaghetti from the coats. Expensive. So now we only have 1 tower left, and it's one of the best ones. Spike Factory. It has a lot of glitch interactions. So let's wait till it pops power up there. Yeah, it's about high there. So remember the Juggernaut, counting pops twice. Third tier Spike Factory does the same fucking thing. Amazing. It's not just this side. Let me just clear this stuff out. Some pinks. And then let's go to the white sides. Round 1. They're coming. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Nice. See? Amazing. Okay, the next one. Let's get the Spike Factory down. And then that's... There it is. Range boosted. A lot. See how it throws projectiles everywhere because it has a big range. Makes sense, right? Now let's get the spike bows. Oh! Does not get affected by range modifications. It's still... I can spam this thing all I want. It's still gonna be small only in this area. Let's get the Mob Shredder spike. Maybe that one works. Nope. Both third tiers are again unaffected. Same for the Spike Storm. And same for the Spiked Mines. Only the low tier spikes work with range modification. Third tier and above are unaffected by range modifications. Ninja Kiwi Spaghetti. Yes, please. And then one last glitch. You have both. Remember the Juggernauts and the Mob Marler? Well, Mob Shredder does bonus damage to Mob class. And Spike Bow does bonus damage to ceramics. So when you put them in the village, they do bonus damage to everything. And you can also make it do more damage to balloons by allowing multi-layer damage of the damage boosts. Not even gonna show it. It's just Spike Factory is sad. Also, do you know why the spikes stay for so long? Spikes are projectile. And range boost doesn't just increase range, it also increases projectile duration. That's why those spikes stay forever. I spammed range boost, so now the spikes are like almost permanent. Opposite happens with Quirple, because Quirple lowers the range and thus lowers the projectile lifespan. So if you spam Quirple a lot, the projectiles disappear almost instantly. I can show that stuff. Let me clear this stuff out, because that was gonna last for 50 years. This is the end of the video. We're out of glitches. These are all of them, but I just want to show how it works. Let me just find it. What's Quirple? Let me just get those things going. The spikes going. Let's get fast production. And let's overlook it as well. Projectile should go away very fast now. Faster than usual. So you can really see them disappearing in the background. Okay, this didn't have the effect I intended. Maybe it's... I don't know. I guess this is glitched as well. Now we have... I thought it would work. I'm pretty sure I tested and worked, but it doesn't work anymore. I don't know. But yeah, this is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something new. There's no way you guys knew all of them. Actually, think about it. I forgot the ninja. Flash bomb and sabotage. Supply lines. Do not get affected by Pierce modifications.